Guys, I finally found something in a lifetime. I found a Dell Optiplex just sitting next to some trash on the side of the road. Oh, of course, I was the one who placed this here 20 seconds ago for intro. Hi, today I will be reviewing this thing, which is the Dell Optiplex, which is a line of a business-oriented desktop and all-in-one computer made for corporate enterprises, healthcare, and government. I got the 9020 SFF. This thing is really cool because it can fit in a backpack, and the rest it's pretty much just like any other computer you can think of. Oh wait, not yet. This thing came out in 2013, literally a decade and a year old by this point. But it's not a bad thing because you can pick this one up for about 289 ringgit or 67 bucks today. Wow. I remember paying 800 for that Lenovo ThinkCentre. Jeez. I'm sure you can walk to your local e-waste and find one of these too. Also, no, I didn't find this on the side of the road. I mean, I can hardly see anything cool on any garbage piles. But rather, my brother gave it to me because he bought a new motherboard which was broken on arrival. Then he bought another motherboard as well as some new parts and recycled some parts from this Optiplex and put it in his new system. Opening this thing up reveals the true beauty of things being crammed in one space. I get to finally recycle my old CPU that I can't use for several months now, the 4th Gen i5. The GPU you've seen quite a few times in this channel already. Space is what you sacrifice when you make one of these bad boys. Yes, 2.5-inch SSD on a 3-inch hard drive bay. 4 gigs of RAM came pre-installed, and another 4 gigs of RAM, that's mine, that's recycled for way too long and was wrongfully judged at one point. And to be honest, this is a quite cool and simple computer you could ever own if you plan on doing the most simplest things like gambling or whatnot. But personally, I'm not really a big fan of this type of computer. Oh yeah, gross. Alright, enough filming at the park today. Time to pack up and head home.
Oh shit, I forgot my bag!
I just got home and wow, it just works like any normal computer would. But wait, I'm sure you came here just to look at this thing being restored from all the troubles I stumbled upon to get this thing working, gaming, and my usage of Linux from a smooth brain I have, and what I use it for today. So, allow me to read one almost 2 weeks ago where I restored this thing. I blame the weather for procrastinating. I got the PC. Now, let's open it up. I sure love cigarette smells. Yeah, I'm too young for lung cancer, so I'm gonna clean this whole thing up. Yeah, this PC has already been opened before this video was filmed. I mean, thing has been sitting in my room for days waiting for me to do something with this. Yeah, even when this PC has already been opened like countless of times, my brother never bothered to clean it. Man, I love when it even does smell like cigarettes. And sorry to break it to you, you're not gonna see me tear apart this motherboard because one of the screws are stripped and I can't do anything about it. Hooray! I'll do the cleaning later. I'm gonna put all the screws back in because this PC can't turn on, according to my brother. So I tried to use my smooth brain to fix this computer. And I will be forced to use my main monitor. I wish I still had that Chinese aftermarket LQ knockoff monitor that sadly turned into a flashlight long time ago. Alright, let's hope that this monitor isn't a flashlight. Screw you. After all that, I just realized I haven't plugged in this proprietary connector for setup power. Guess I have to open this whole thing again. Or maybe I don't. Now, as usual, I'm going to be using my Now, let's power it on. Nope, might have to diagnose it, I guess. Hello? All I did is just unplug a front I/O port and somehow it magically works. So I spent the night watching Chaos Randomizer because I'm lazy as hell. Ignore that this thing crashed. I blame 8 gigs of RAM in the big 25. Good morning! I just woke up and I'm really bored, so I'm setting up my PC on the floor like yesterday. Keyboard and mouse doesn't work, but drawing tablet works. Strange. I powered it off, and I'm gonna power it on again. Fanboyishly. Whoops, I accidentally went into BIOS. My bad. I don't care! Yay. All works. Also, check out the built-in speaker quality, compared to a cheap soundbar. Speaker tests are the way I'm gonna play my childhood game. Can you tell how much I played this game after so many hours playing this during the quarantine? If you could even remember what quarantine even is. Or when did it happen? That was creepy.
Welcome to America.
Alright, poorly optimized gameplay out the way. It's time to clean this thing, so that I don't get lung cancer from breathing all the cigarette smells. Starting up by taking off the CPU cooler, CPU power, then take off the GPU, then spend literally forever trying to take off the power supply. Yeah, I can assure you my brother never bothered to clean this freaking PC. Alright, it's time to clean the power supply by spraying this! I'm kidding. Also, I'm a little concerned now because while I was cleaning the CPU cooler, the PC fell due to strong wind from a big ass fan. And I heard a loud noise from the impact. Hopefully I didn't kill the motherboard. Yeah, that impact may have done something to the RAM, so let me just reset the RAM because it happened to me before on my old Lenovo ThinkCenter. But then when I just power cycling the Optiplex, this happened. Huh? I did not even do anything. Like, I was about to pull out the RAM, like what happened to me like 4 years ago. Apparently, it just worked. Whatever, putting the front panel back in, doing some cable management, and it's time to install a hard drive bay, even though it's going to be pointless because I have no hard drive to use for this thing. And finally, it's panini time. And lastly, taking off yet another ugly useless sticker on the side. Then I just realized I forgot to put this disk drive reader, even though I'm not going to use it. Cause who the hell uses DVDs nowadays in the big 25 anyways? And finally, I have a working Optiplex, side by side with my Dell ThinkCenter, which eventually I will make a story behind this barely talk about computer on Billy Rollin'. One day, someday. Then I put this PC next to my bed to watch Chaos Randomizer to sleep, like I usually do. Alright, it's time for Linux. If you missed my live stream back in May 4th, I live stream my Linux Mint experience on YouTube, just reading YouTube comments, responding to your questions on chat, and goofing around with a friend on voice call. So, enjoy this highlight of my experience with Linux Mint on this Optiplex. New SSD, why use Arch? Why use Arch? So basically, I've used Ubuntu as my first ever Linux. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, man, I'm so sorry guys for doubting Linux. You can literally run Linux on a fridge. Check your fridge. It actually runs Arch. No joke. Anyways. Steam, I'm trying to play. I'm trying to sleep. Blur that QR code? Oh no! If only someone wants to scan this QR code and let me have their Steam account. Oh no. Okay, finally I'm signed in.
Wow, I'm signed in, guys. I'm signed in. I'm signed in. Ah!
My bad. Good lord, holy shit, this computer. Oh, I can't even hover over Firefox. Close Linus Tech Tips wallpaper. I don't need that right now. God. So, stream crashed. No, my computer crashed. That's great. I closed Firefox and my PC exploded. And at the end, I moved my main hardware behind my door, where my TIG center usually sits. I mean, now they both sit next to each other most of the times. And the Optiplex get to be on the desk as my sort of a main machine. Not actually my main machine, because I still use my main hardware all the time as like a server, if that makes sense. And every time I need to use my PC, like to edit this video, I just connect my main hardware from my Optiplex. That's not supposed to happen. Also, no, I still need a display to connect my main PC. So I have my LG TV behind my nightstand because I'm too cheap to pay for a subscription that emulates the display or whatever. And what I'm doing actually save a lot of money on electricity bills, because I run my PC all night to watch something to sleep, and doing so on an Optiplex really saved my main and an important hard drive's lifespan somewhat. And also, despite all the fun I had using Linux Mint, I unfortunately had to go back to Windows because Barson had some problems on Linux. I'm sorry to all of you Linux people for a second time. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, man. That would be greatly appreciated. And thanks for watching this video. If you want more content, you can check out other shenanigans in this channel or on Billy Rollin. Don't worry, more content upcoming when I finally had the time away from
Escuela.
So hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching again. I'll see you soon in the next one.